What is your take on Limp Bizkit?
Love them.
I
I
did
love them.
I did see an interesting video on your Instagram.
Yeah. That
And
was my first time. That was my first time seeing them live. Okay.
I
And
loved it. I loved the
yeah,
passion. I loved it.
it was just something about it. It just that was the most fun I'd had at a show with a support band in some time with Metallica. I had a few moments during Five Finger Death Punches sets that would, kind of rival that. But as far as a complete show, like that Limp Bizkit show in Nashville, man, it took the cake for me. So I was a little sad that I would not get a full show again,
Yeah.
but getting in there with the last couple of songs, I was still able to rock out.
I think they are a perfect fit for Metallica. I know
Yeah,
they've done the Summer Sanitarium and all that all them years ago, but I really think at this time and at the kind of demographic of fans that's going to Metallica, that's on
sure.
the rail, that's doing the I Disappear or the Frantic or that,
Right.
they're perfect for them. I think
Yeah.
because they don't take themselves so serious, but they're good performers. I caught them in Belfast last year. I think it was last year, and Tom Morello opened for them.
Ah, yeah.
And me and my buddy Luke kind of said, "Yeah, we'll go." Like I said, I remember getting the Chocolate Starfish CD of Santa Claus.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm like, look, it might be a bit crap. I don't know, but we'll go. Man, they were unbelievable. I
Right.
mean, the crowd in Belfast. Tom Morello. I love Tom Morello. I love Rage. I love Audio Slave.
Sure.
I got right up in the gold circle. I was right up close. So when Fred comes out and he's wearing the big high vis jacket and
Yeah.
and I looked at my buddy. I'm like, this is going to be crazy. So
Yeah.
they kick off with break stuff, I think, in Belfast. And I mean, the crowd didn't stop jumping till they finished.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he actually took my buddy up on stage, who I went to school with, brought him on stage, and he sang with Fred on stage.
Amazing.
But going back to Metallica, like, yeah, I think they're perfect. I really do. I think it's a big upgrade. No offense, just for me, Ice Nine Kills don't do it for me. Um, I think Limp Bizkit are way better fit for me.
Yeah. Well, Icenine's still there. It goes
I know.
Icenine,
Yeah,
Limp, and then Metallica.
yeah.
Uh,
But each to their own.
no, sure. And I think, kind of to your point, when I was passing out those fan cards, there were a lot of people our age, maybe a little older, coming in, but then they had their teens or preteens with them. And I saw so many like younger people with backwards red caps or
Yeah,
Limp Biscuit t-shirts on. So it's a generational thing. You've got parents who were exposed to that music, they've exposed their children to that music,
yeah,
and then they're going to these shows as a family. um, which I love. I think some people will slam that. They're like, "Oh man, metal shows you need to be,
yeah, yeah,
moshing and hitting each other, whatever." Um, we get old, right? Like we get old. Our interests change, our responsibilities change. But for those of us with children, our children become a huge part of our lives, and we certainly want to share who we are with them. And so for those lucky parents that have children that reciprocate that feeling, they're like, yeah, this is cool. I want to share this with you. Man, talking about putting a value on something, you can't put a value on that,
yeah,
you know?
yeah. No,
So,
yeah. Whoever put that all together, yeah, is a genius. Probably Lars, I'd say. I don't know, but
right.
it was a great shout. But yeah, just before we get into the set list, I'd like to just ask your opinion on the support acts for next year in Europe. Gojira and Pantera. I know Pantera obviously with Metallica as well, but Gojira, are you a fan?
I am
Oh
huge
man,
fan,
they're so
huge
good.
fan.
They're
They're
so,
so good. I told a guy earlier, he had messaged me about whether I'd gotten any tickets for over there, and I said yeah, and I told him which tickets I got, and I was only able to get GA for um, Glasgow. I had to get seats for Dublin, but I told him that was okay because my fiance is going to be with me, and
Yeah.
she's not necessarily into the heavier heavy metal music. And I just told him, I was like, I cannot wait until Gojira makes my ears bleed. Like just I don't know. I love them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
And
to
I love Avatar too though. So like I'm really excited to see
mm,
Avatar again as well.
knock loose as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So the support acts over there is like
Like
those four. Yeah.
brilliant. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got to catch Gojira maybe 2 3 years ago
Uh,
in Belfast, actually, again up in the north, and it was a small arena, maybe 1,000 people,
yeah.
and I actually got a drumstick from Mario, and he threw it. He kind of caught my eye, and he's like pointing at me. I'm like, I'm not missing this, and I just got it lovely, but
I can't imagine what the sound would be like that in a small confined space. I've only seen them at festivals.
yeah,
Um, at I believe it was Rockville, and then last year at Louder Than Life. And even there, it's
yeah. If you
super loud.
if you think of it later, look up the Ulster Hall in Belfast, and you'll just
Okay.
it's so small. It's just like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
narrow, long room.
Right.
It was unbelievable. And who opened for them? Them guys from New Zealand, kind of Maori guys. Oh, they were really good as well. What was their name? Oh, somebody please put it in the comments when this video is out.
Oh yeah.
I
I,
can't think of the name. It'll come to me when I'm not thinking.